Hi, it's Lily Hills, the author of the award-winning Body Love Manual, How to Love the Body You Have as You Create the Body You Want, and the creator of the Master Your Mind, Master Your Weight Wellness Program, the only wellness program in the country that focuses predominantly on the mental side of weight loss. Because we all know we should be eating right, and we all should know we should be exercising, but without your mind on your team, it's virtually impossible to make any shift in your life. So today we're going to be talking a little bit about how to transcend that urge to eat food that you're not hungry for. How to move beyond it, because we've already talked about the fact that the way to lose weight is to eat in concert with your body rather than your mind. So on a scale of 0 to 10, 0 is starving, 1 is hungry, 5 is satisfied, and 10 is stuffed. Thanksgiving stuff like, oh my gosh, I can't fit another thing in. I've got a couple extra notches on my belt buckle stuffed. I feel horrible. Eating between the 1 and the 5 is the key to losing weight without dieting. The key to eating in harmony with your physical appetites versus your emotional appetites. But let's say it's about 3 o'clock in the afternoon, lunch is way over, you're not hungry at all, but it's 3 o'clock, you're bored, you're a little stressed because you've got all this paperwork on your desk, and the mind's saying, let's have something to eat, we need some energy, let's have a bite to eat, we deserve a treat. You know, the untamed mind's got all sorts of ways to talk you into doing something that you don't want to do ultimately, because it leads to frustration with yourself if you're dealing with that excess weight that you know is not natural for you. So, how to transcend that? We've talked about building leverage of the mind. That is crucial, having your mind on your team by having a deep understanding of what it is you stand to gain and what it is you stand to lose by not eating in alliance with your body, not eating in alliance with your physical hungers, but eating for emotional reasons. Boredom, stress, worry, anxiety, overwhelm, depression, even anger and frustration. All of those are the emotional reasons we'll eat. But the other way to transcend that urge to eat when you're not hungry is to distract yourself. So, do you ever notice that when you're dealing with children, that when they're most frustrated and when you feel like they're going to have a meltdown or when they're in the middle of a meltdown, sometimes if you distract them with something that's more interesting to them, they'll get over it in a heartbeat. They'll get out of what I call their untamed mind and they'll be focused on something else. It's the same thing with you. You want to distract yourself or distract that internal voice that's saying, eat, eat, eat. You want to distract yourself from that. So, there are a couple ways to do that. One of the things that I always recommend, and even though this sounds simple, it's a game changer, is to get outside. So if it's the afternoon, it's 3 o'clock, go for a 10-minute walk. And along the way, you want to do a number of things. You want to congratulate yourself for having transcended that urge to take that instant action to eat something you're not hungry for. When you acknowledge yourself, so much easier to repeat the behavior. So say, great job, you're on track, you take that 10-minute walk, you're going to get your endorphins running, you're going to feel better. So you're using your body to change your mindset to get you back on track. And then when you go back in, have a big glass of water, because the more full you feel, the less likely you are to reach for food that you're not hungry for. So that's key as well. Have a big glass of water. Or if you just cannot transcend that urge, if the desire is too big, what I always recommend is go for what I call a backup snack. So that means something that's low calorie that you can kind of calm yourself with in that moment without taking in so many calories that you then feel terrible afterwards because you know you're not eating in alliance with your body. You're still listening to the mind. So big cup of tea with honey in it, something kind of warm and comforting. If you like something cool and crunchy, you can do carrots, you can do cucumbers, you can do fruit like grapefruit or even watermelon. So I know those don't sound that exciting in this moment, but the truth is, if you do that, you start to feel better, you start to feel more in control of your appetites, and the more you practice it, the easier it gets. So it may feel like it's a very simplistic approach, but this is what I did to lose over 65 pounds and keep it off for 15 years. So these are not casual recommendations. These are some of the smaller steps that I took in order to get my mind on my team and transcend that urge to eat food I wasn't hungry for. So if you're struggling with the advice that I'm giving you and you know that it should be something you're doing, but you're having a difficult time getting your mind on your team, check out my online program. You can try it 30 days for free, but take some giant action step today. Invest in a program that you feel excited about and start moving towards the healthiest you and the happiest you, because it's the big action steps that usually result in the biggest results. So invest in yourself today, one way or another, and until the next time we speak, I wish you all the joy imaginable. Have a wonderful day.